go.
Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome. This is episode 1 of technically a new season, a new series I'm going to do, which is going to be Company of Heroes, and I'm not going to do it just as one. I'll do it as maybe Allies and Axis, and I'm going to stick with Allies, but I'm not going to play just as one faction. In this game, it is a random ranked match, 3v3. We have 2 Brits, I believe. No, 2 US and me. I'm going as Brits. So I went for the MG. So the idea was capture mid, fuel, and secure top. Now we've got both VPs, and we have munitions and fuel. So I pushed up. I got a bit angry in this game because of this chappie here, who's not the best guy in the world. His job was obviously, being the northernmost base, is to get the northernmost point. But it didn't work out that way. My ally nicely capped this point for me, which is very kind of him. I go straight to the fuel. I decide it's probably time to build some sandbags. I will be doing replays of win or lose. I'm going to do replay videos, I think. I'm doing a lot of streaming, and I do enjoy the streaming. But a little bit bigger. But I'd like to have some post commentation as well, because during a stream there's not much, that much you can talk about. I kind of want to make this bigger, get that mini map a little bit larger, but I don't want to take up too much of this screen. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit because this is very boring, this part. So basically, I moved over. I got a Bren for my second build. Capping here, there was a interaction. There was a bit of a scrap with the car, but he ran off. So the idea is to capture here, maybe harass down here. Got an MG now set up. It's in a not bad position, so you're normally going to get attacked from the south, normally, from this position. So it's best to have the gun angled, or be a little bit further north. I don't know if I got... No, I went for engineers next. Let's have a look what's happening in the north. I didn't really watch this. MG suppression. He should be coming down here to flank, but he wasn't. Oh, maybe he's going up here. Okay. Oh, they're pushing up on this MG. I didn't even know this area existed until this game I played. Didn't even know. Move. There we go. Let's have a quick look. Oh, we've lost our vision now. Let me change back. Yeah. So I cap the bot whilst our allies capping the top. It's all looking like it's going quite well. They do get hit up in the back. They got to run now. Oh, maybe I could take him. Nope, both completely suppressed. They got to pull back. Ally moves in nicely though. Moves in nicely. Helps him out. He does retreat anyway. Not sure that's wise. Depends how much damage he took. Oh, my MG gets flanked. So MG comes in here. And one of these brutal... What are these guys called? Let's learn the name. Storm Pioneers. So the Storm Pioneer kind of screwed me. And they are in green cover, but there's not directional. So they should be taken down fairly easily by this guy. But that doesn't happen. They're going to come behind. I was going to drop off my engineers here to be in cover and shoot at them, but I messed up the drop off, so I had to retreat him. I had to retreat my pioneers. Now we've lost the mid. This is the problem. So mid's lost. We do have top secure just about. We're about to get the munitions here, but that means they've got both fuel. This is not good at all. I was a bit angry here because yellow dude should be floating in the mid. And all of his stuff was at top. I just needed one unit, that would have been good, but never mind. Whenever you play with anybody who just puts barbed wire around an entire mid, you just know they suck. I mean, like covering these, okay, fine. That means that they can't use the green cover. They have to be on this side. Good, well done. But this is... It's just wasting time. It could have been doing something else. Could have been scouting, could have been decapping. So they decapped us all the way to here. So we're not getting any of this. I think. I know we are connected through here. We are. It's lucky. So my ally pushes up with me. I've got the upgrade on the Bren, which gives me the armor pierce. I'm suppressing fire. from the Vickers, and they've got the repair ability as well, which is useful. Let's speed things up a little bit. So we push them back. They're doing a lot of nice decapping with their vehicles, as you can see. They've really pushed us back. So my plan, I was going to be a bit more mobile, but I decided I've got to dig in. I need to dig in on this point because fuel is absolutely pivotal in this game, as most people should know. My allies are blobbing the shit out of infantry, so I thought, why not go for... oh, found you. So if we steal that, this is going to be very useful. In fact, I believe we get it. We do, just about. But I believe he also... Yeah, they're bringing a tank from the south. Starts targeting my brain, so I'm like, yeah, I'm out. See you later. Bye-bye. He picks up the AT gun. Retreats his units back nicely. Now, does he... Okay, he could have taken out that unit there. I feel like this is quite loud. This audio. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just my volume. Okay, so they lose the AT gun. I'm not sure if they win this battle. I can't remember. He could be capping this point or decapping this point. I'm not sure why he took the turn. Okay. Lost another one. Gonna take it. So he's determined, which is good. He gets one hit. He's going to turn and face. He should just turn that way. He's going to run. He runs like a noob. What happened there? I don't know. They destroyed it somehow. Maybe it was a core. I don't know what it was. So we should probably take off Fog of War. I'm not sure. So what I did was got a mortar pit up. Got a Bofors up on this angle. So this I thought was a nice angle because it easily covers the northern flank. But normally they come from the south. But if I popped it here, it'd be fairly easy to come in from here and get up close. Throw grenades or get in close with bazooka shots or whatever. So I put them in the north. Units wise, I'm going for a sniper. I don't know why I went for sniper. And then doing what any decent guy should be doing when you got a bit of munition around is planted mines. So I kept planting mines all over the map. They did help. They did stop a few flanks that were nicely prevented. Let's speed this up a little bit. So for example, these guys push up. Oh, but then they see the Bofors. And they're like, yeah, we're out. And they're gone. They move around the northern flank. So I should move up. No, my allies there. Wow, they took out a whole squad with the grenade there. Did you see that? Oh, crap. That sucks. But my mortar's able to reach them even from there. Somehow. I can't see the range on here, which kind of sucks, but... Let's turn off Fog of War, I think would be wise. Here, so we can get a better feel. So they dug in pretty hard down here. You just missed me. I came to decap here, but they have two MGs. That kind of scared me off. This guy, as you can tell, this is a low-level match. This is not the best players in the world. My rank is... Everyone's ranks got reset, so I'm restarting. At this point, I think my Brit 3v3 was about 1591. So pretty crap. This guy helped a lot, but this guy, I mean, he just leaves the top a lot. So I don't know why he's in the mid. Yellow should be here. So on this map, you have one person that defends fuel, one person sits in the mid VP and is the mobile army that should be going up to help north. If north gets attacked, help out south if south gets attacked. And then it leaves us to be able to dig in and defend the two pivotal points. So I send my guys north because I'm just a bit bored sitting in the mid. This is a bit slow game. Sniper's moving up with him. We didn't know these guys are up all the way up here. He does have an MG. He did have an MG. His MG's gone. Sniper gets sniping. I do lose the sniper. I was busy looking somewhere else. I think it was these guys that came up. Maybe not. Gets a bit pushy with the Stuart. But that's good there. I didn't see this. Could have taken that out. There's an AT gun there. There, the sniper was taken out there. He missed it, but massive blob. Shot him 3 or 4 times and he's gone. I do have bazookas. He needs to be really careful. This guy's not set up. Still not set up. Now he's setting up. Way too late. So this guy was pretty bad. And so they lost the whole unit. Yeah, I know. What? Wait, what can I only select him? Where am I? Stupid. Okay, there we go. Oh, maybe I can get rid of this.
Our attacking hammer tactics are ready for use.
Anyway. So, basically, I've not really got many units. I lost my sniper. I've got engineers, one set of infantry section, and one NG. That is it. And we are now 12 minutes into the game. So, I don't have much, but I do also have the Bofors and the mortar pit. I was thinking about getting an AT gun, because up here is a nice AT position. It's a really nice AT position. If they're going to go tanks, but it felt kind of easy. The early game felt fairly easy. I mean, that very, very early game where they flanked me was annoying. But I'm popping mines all over the place. I'm feeling quite secure against tanks. My brain is up top. Got a bit damaged. I do pop the heal. Yeah, the repair ability. Now, this repair ability, if we skip forwards, once it's fully used, you only get maybe half health back. What's going on over here? Let's push it back. So we got to 50% there from about, what, 5%. So you're probably getting about 50% heals per repair, which is not that good, but it is very cheap. It's only 15 munitions. So it's worth it. So my ally decides to harass down here, but he does get flanked. He does get hit in the back. I mortar as best I can. I did do a blind barrage here, because obviously this is invisible. I don't know if I hit them at all. Let's have a look. Yeah, it took some damage. They got to run. Get the whole squad? Nope. Yeah, there goes. Mines did a good job. He should definitely not have... Oh, Jesus Christ. So the mines did a good job there. This is why mines are really important. I did spot, with Fog of War, I spotted like one unit, I think, coming up here. So I messaged him and said, hey, you're getting flanked. They're coming behind you as a blob. So I don't think he realises the size of the blob, but he waits there. I start to mortar. They've come around from this side as well. He throws off a nice grenade. Mortars start to hit. They're going to have to run. Nice. He runs back. Now, I've got an MG set up here to cover this. Now, I've got to turn the Fog of War back on in case this is the point that I think it is. No, it's not. Okay, there was a different point they tried to flank and they failed. Right, let's check out what's happening at the top because shit's about to go down. So as you can see, this is what happens in nearly every game. I think probably because it's a lower level, skill level, is that people just blob massive blobs of infantry like this. Just massive blobs. Now, this is why I think that most, God, I hate these things, most of your early game and mid game should be about anti-infantry. Mid-game you should be preparing for tanks, which is like putting down mines, getting an AT gun or... Did I get an AT gun? I did get an AT gun. Oh no, I went straight for a tank. I think I was floating a lot of... Why is it not set up again? Wow. I was floating a lot of... Not a lot of fuel, but enough to get a comet. And my ally was... Not bad grenade. Very nice. Was telling me to go... comets, which I did, which in hindsight was not a good idea. I told him I was just going to dig in and then I build tanks according to what they're building. So I went off to get to this infantry support gun and found this chappie right here. Now this is where our not so good ally gets kicked out from up here and he doesn't go back. He just gives up after that, I think. So it's taking a bit of damage. Let's speed this up a little bit. I go back and repair. My first tank is now out. So we get a comet. I was going to say Kermit. That'd be a weird name. So this is where they come in for the flank. This is where my MG was... He set up an MG here. So I saw the flank coming in. I reset up my MG to cover here. There are mines here. They step on the mines. I think that was a whole squad gone. I don't know how many units they've got. They've got a decent amount of units in that squad. Comet's there as well. Suppressed by MGs. Might run over a mine as well. There we go. Another one. Mines are really goddamn important, people. Covers your flanks. Stops you being rushed by tanks. Stops you being rushed by infantry. And it can take out whole squads. So I chased a little bit, but I didn't want to go too far. I found this chappie here. I was like, no. Now, in hindsight, I probably could have... They've got no other anti-tank. I could have just gone around behind him and taken him out. This guy was not amazing with micro, so often his tanks were left kind of just staring. I didn't realise that until too late. So massive blob pushing up the mid now. Massive blob at top. I don't know why there's only 2 colours here. It's a bit strange. But you see the yellow dude is not where he should be, which is on the mid VP. This is my... mine did that nicely. I didn't realise they dropped 2 bazookas, otherwise I would have gone and got those. So this is where the yellow dude should be sitting. And they're moving wherever is necessary. But he was not. And this meant that I think he moves into help, but he probably gets flanked from both sides now. Let's push up and see. Or maybe I'll go and help. I do go up and help. Because the yellow guy is just sitting there, not really doing anything. Just kind of watching. I think he pushes south after this. Okay, so 88 is in mid. I do kind of want to get rid of this Brent now because he is wasting my unit cap limit to an extent. But I don't really want to waste him until I've got a full army. So I don't kill him off yet. I do kill him off later. There should be a way to send him back to base to be recycled or something so you get some of the money back. Why am I lagging? This is that Fraps problem again, isn't it? So I set my tank up. They do have a bit of anti-tank, but not much. So I thought I've got to chase a little bit. This doesn't cap, I'm sure. No. Is there a cap ability? Handbrake mode. The vehicle will not respond to movement commands. Okay, so it stops pressure. No, there's no capture, which some vehicles do have. They do take out the Bren. That was unwanted. Now they had the MG. Now this AT I didn't see. This was a problem. So this AT is actually doing a lot of damage to me, and I just didn't realise at the time. I thought I'd taken out the bazooka squad, and I had because they retreated, but there was another one. So I actually lost my first Comet. Very expensive loss, because in 10 fuel time I should be building my second one. So I should have had 2 Comets there, and I didn't. That really sucks, I know. My mistake. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Now, map overview. There's 2 this guy's like a pinky colour and this guy's a purple colour, so they are slightly different. So purple has mass blob infantry, but it's all anti-infantry weapons. The guy at the top has more kind of anti-vehicle weapons. I told him to go and take this out if he could. He moves up with his tanks as well. They're just out of range of any help from me, from my static, and I don't my static emplacements. So they push up nicely. He's got to retreat, and this is where the problems kind of begin for us, because in comes a Panther. Now he does have 2 anti-tank tanks. He pulls back, and I think, oh, I can help him. Oh no, I can't. I've lost my tank. I have 0 anti-tank right now. I have nothing. So he pushes up. Hopefully he's going to hit mine. Our ally retreats a bit too far. This guy's got full health. He should have switched places, but this guy at the front, that guy behind. See if we do a bit more damage. He might run over the mine. No. Nope. Nope. Okay. So I think I've got to get some... I built on my second tank, so I didn't worry about getting out any anti-tank, really. So now we'll go back to the north. So north is becoming less and less north and starting to gradually become more about fighting in the mid. So our ally running in with bazookas again. Oh my god, it's so bad. Oh my god, it's going to lose it all. No, they're not firing at him? Wow, they didn't try and kill him. So both sides suck, really. Oh no, they got him. He's dead. So he's got artillery, as you'll see. He should be spamming here with artillery. That's a nice one. That is pretty good. And I've now got my... why can't I see the other guys? I've now got my... There he is. My Comet. My second Comet. I've put my engineers in the Bofors so that I can use the barrage ability. And I did use it actually to help out here. There was a bit of a fight. So he's pushing up, so I'm like, okay, I'll push up with you, that's fine. So I move up. I want to take this out, ideally. But I try to take this out first. And whenever you see the enemies deserted, AT guns, or even MGs, or even mortars, and you're not going to take them, just destroy them in any way you can. It really makes a big difference. So I start getting shot on the back by this guy. Doesn't really do that much damage. But you've got to be careful. I take out that. Now there's something that did do damage. I don't know what that was. So we're going to take this out. As you can see, we have a giant tiger coming in from the north. Now I don't think he takes me out. I did throw a grenade down here just to keep him busy. Start pulling back. I don't know if he saw it or not. I decide, oh, we could take this. We've got a couple of tanks over here. But he has other ideas. He just runs away, leaves me, so I'm like, okay, I'm out. Because that guy does a lot of damage. So I pull back. Now I'm thinking, I've got to get more anti-tank, because I saw they had a Panther. And I saw this as well, the Tiger. It's like, okay, I can't handle this. Run! I don't know why they didn't retreat, but I lost them. Which is rather annoying, to say the least. So they start to push up. Allies moving up with his... He hits the mine, which should be... Oh, they've got a hetzer there as well, though, which is pretty... He gets shot in the back. Run away. Oh, another 2 tanks coming from the north. This is where we're in trouble. So my tank is back here, getting repaired somewhere. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's over. It's just down here. There's not really much I can do, so we're going to lose the Bofors. Sniper can't do anything either. It's not doing any damage to the front armor. You can see they've got 2 Panthers in the north, 2 tanks down here, and the Tiger. So we're going to lose this. Pretty impressive explosion. Ally finally gets himself up on the hill, starts to shoot. I'm not sure he's going to hit. They start to reverse out. So he's at low health and he's damaged and he's just sitting there. So this is bad micro. It should be reversed back to his base or being repaired, but it wasn't. So my ally comes up with a Pershing, which is okay. I can't grumble about that. But I decide it's probably time to get ourselves some AT. I replace the infantry squad. They're pushing up with infantry. They do take the fuel back, so I try and push up to scare them off a little bit. But immediately get hit by the hetzer from that distance. Look at that range, man. It's crazy. So massive, massive, massive blobs. I'm pulling back. I move my MG up there to set up, but wasn't worth it. Now I see a good opportunity. This he's almost repaired, but not quite. But there's just so many tanks around here. Just got to be really careful. So I think, okay, we're going to stay here and repair. I do actually help repair his Pershing as well. MG's now setting up to cover the flank. No tanks were taken out. This guy's so big and tanky that he knows he can just push up and sit at the front. So this is where I decide, I'm going to build a 17-pounder anti-tank gun up on the hill. And this gives you a nice view. The range is not amazing, so I can just be in range here, so I wouldn't be able to hit anything here. But if they push, this is where I decide I've got to replenish a unit to get a 4-man squad. There's a big difference between a 4-man squad building and a 3-man squad. It's more than you would think, so we worked our way up. My guys, we're all healed, we're almost ready. So let's skip forwards a bit until we get to the fun part. So the sea in the north is still not taken, so we're bleeding our VPs. They push up with infantry. I just keep them busy with my infantry. And my mortars should be doing a bit of damage. Now the AT gun is up. So this guy's about to come into range. Should be able to get some nice hits. So he fired, he hits. He misses on the first shot. Okay, we got a nice hit on this on the flank of that Panther. So one more of those and we should take it out. He doesn't know it yet. He's not microing very well. Got it. So Panther down. That should be a bit of a deterrent for them. The whole time my mortars are keeping them busy. These guys are in green cover. They did get flamed, so I've got to retreat them. Second combat tank's out. They've smoked the top. I'm not sure why they smoked the top there. I don't think it will help them at all. Maybe to skew the view, I'm not sure. They took out the whole infantry squad as well, which sucks. Oh, got a bit of lag. So my allies pushed up with this Pershing, which is not a good idea, although now the hetzer is in range on my AT. My AT missed. I move up with a Comet. There we go. That was the AT gun. Now, I've already taken too much damage. I need to get out. He's going to be scared out of range now, but we can start focusing him with the AT gun at least. Fire, fire, fire. No, just out of range. And we lost vision as well, I wouldn't be able to see them anyway. So we're bleeding fuel, we're bleeding VPs, so they have a massive advantage now. Like, Germans with fuel is really scary when they've got those big Tigers, tanks and the elephant tanks, stuff like that. I do hit some mortars onto this so we can at least capture there. This guy is quite good use of smoke, keeps himself busy. So now I'm going to start hitting... the smoke blocks my view, I think, with the AT gun, so I can't actually attack him, which is very annoying. But I'm repairing these guys as fast as possible so I can probably bring them in for a flank. Maybe take out the Hetzer. In comes their blobs of infantry. I got a MG somewhere, just not sure where. Oh, he's sitting up there. So I really should have got a second MG for here. See, now his health's down to half. He did get hit by one of those shots. Start to creep up with the... What I want to do is I want to push up with these guys, bait these guys forward so they get within range. And then when they're in range, we hit them with the AT guns. So, we lose a tank, which sucks. See how quickly it went down. He is in range, I think. He's not in range now. Okay. So, things are not going amazing. Still don't have the north. Up in the north, just mass blobs. He's reset the gun again. I mean, this guy's micro on MGs. Oh my god. It was brutal. But there should be enough to suppress them. There we go. He just lost another infantry unit somewhere. They've got a couple of tanks up top. I don't see any AT at all from him. This guy literally has 0 AT. Wow, unless he has it on his rifleman squad. Nope, he's nothing. Well, I think he did have bazookas, but he lost them through lack of micro or whatever. So now the VPs are moving in their favour. They have both fuels and have had for a bit of time now. So I've got... I think this is where I decide, hey, I'm going to switch from... we need Fireflies. I need better range on my tanks, because they can just outrange us, and it just really doesn't help. So he's moving up. He's got a tank up north. It's a M36, yeah. But again, no anti-tank. He could have taken that. He's going to lose that now. This guy's just sitting here. I'm really not sure why. Now he retreats. There we go. Not the best micro in the world. So, I decided I've got to move up and capture. So I do. Move up and capture. They've still got the headset. They now call in a Jag Panther. A Jag Tiger, sorry. Which is a scary tank. These two together are ridiculous. I mean, this is all three of these are horrible versus tanks. This is just death. That's all it is. So... I bring the MG up, I'm like, okay, we've got to hold this fuel because otherwise they're going to keep getting these big, scary, nasty tanks. So, his artillery starts pummeling. There's another one. Oh, it's the same one, okay. So the Jag Tiger, no, it's the Tiger B is moving up north. He wants to take out the artillery, I believe. That's what his plan probably is. Don't have any suppression or anything here or here to deal with this. So he starts to move up. Pershing moves up way too deep. Probably take that out though. Oh, I moved up an AT gun, that was why. Yeah, my AT gun took it out. I bought an AT gun and moved it up. I completely forgot that. Yak Panther in the north. Got damaged engine. I didn't see it. Takes out the Pershing. It's a bit unlucky. He was in range, but I lost vision. So that's unlucky. I don't have enough tanks to chase it. In fact, I think I have no tanks. No, I do. So this is where the first bit of artillery comes in. They haven't really used any artillery. They've just been spamming. Yeah, lose that MG. Mid's lost again. Oh, so he moves in with his tanks. He loses both tanks. You've got to attack that. You've got to destroy it, Sunshine. Oh shit, that's unlucky. Oh no. No, don't turn and fight it. Okay, that's lucky. That's very lucky. We lost 3 tanks for 1, which had half health, but still. I move up here to try and help out a little bit here, but he does have tanks moving in. I've got to pull my Comet back. It's a very expensive tank. Got to be really careful with it. Somehow lost half my health in that entire squad there on 1 hit. Gonna have to pull them back. Just trying to keep these guys busy. So I lose my comet. I do lose the unit, but I'm not worried about that because I'm floating a lot, as you can see, of manpower. I have OP'd everything, so there's nothing I can really do with my manpower. So it's fairly even at this point. We're 35 minutes in. It's fairly even, back and forth. Got the top back because I asked Yoda to go and help him. And he kind of did. And we're taking back the mid. Now they did lose a couple of tanks in the mid. Not many, you can still see they've got a couple here, they've got one there. The big one's up top. So again, this guy has just got anti-infantry. That's all he's got. So it's pretty useless, although this does get a damaged engine, and it is a light vehicle. So not of much use. This guy's still... It's a new one? Must be a new one. So there's a lot of back and forth. Losing top again. I'm complaining a lot in the game. You can't see the chat, but I was complaining about this guy. Like, why are you here? Why are you right next to us? We're all clumped up together. This is not good. Go up north. But he doesn't really listen. So they push on us again. My ally's gone for the Rangers. So very nice at close range. But for some reason... Ooh, that's good mortar. For some reason the German infantry seems to outstrip any of the ally infantry. Regardless of veterancy. Has to pull back. Doesn't lose that. One of their guys quits. I was like, okay, we've got a chance. If one of the guys has quit, it's pretty good. This guy's pushed quite deep, so I move up. I've now got... I block him with my comet. I have a Firefly. So I move the Firefly over. He reverses out. We've got a Pershing as well. That side hit with the Firefly did no damage. It was insane. So I'm getting hit. I'm like, I do not want to lose my comet. I've got to get out of here. I'm not that worried about him dying. So I get my comet back. Firefly doesn't get the kill shot. I'm like, okay, just one more, come on. He starts getting hit from the flank as well. Fire, one more, fire. And we miss. Unbelievable. So I'm like, okay, I'm out. This guy missed me the first 2 times, which is lucky. So I've got to pull back, got to repair. Got myself another Firefly now, so we've got 2 Fireflies, 2 MGs. We're a bit better prepared for their tactics. We've only got 200 points left. Comet I might lose here because, wow, I don't know what happened to the whole... They retreated everything, that's what happened. This is where you need artillery. If you know where their base is, which is here, he could be spamming the artillery here now, they just get destroyed. But I think he lost most of his artillery because he had no anti-tank whatsoever. See, look, still no anti-tank. None of this is anti-tank except my guys. Oh no, he's got 1 tank killer now. He got a new one. What's he got actually? So 2 artillery and he's only got 1 tank. Oh, he's got 1... Oh, he put bazookas on his engineer squad, which is not the most useful thing in the world. So we're recapturing the VP here. That means we're going to have 2 VPs finally. Let's check out. In the north is a bit crazy again. It's being pushed. Let's go and have a look, shall we? So he's using an MG. Is he going to remove it? No, he's going to leave it where it is. Well done. He's learned his lesson. But he has got a Panther behind him for some reason. But there is an M36 on him. So Schubert's take him out. Oh, and they got... Oh, so his 2 only anti-tank units are in a decent location. This guy is way too deep. He's going to get smashed. So the range of the M36 is actually pretty good. Got to move, got to chase. Got to chase. Wow, he stopped. That might be the AI. Yeah, that's the AI. Okay, so that's why he was playing badly. So the AI playing badly in the north gave us the opportunity to start taking back the south. Or taking back the north first. But that gave our ally opportunity to man up and actually go north. So they've thrown some nasty artillery over here because his ambulance is there. They saw it. They did do a rush. You didn't get to see that. I just braced both of those, but very, very, very luckily, neither of them got destroyed, if you believe it or not. Because the brace had already been used. You can see it's on cooldown. They're both vet 3. Was this guy vet 3? He's vet 2, which is crazy. So I really don't want to lose them. Now, this is a much better looking map. This guy's the AI, and this guy was causing a lot of problems for our shit ally, and he had to, you know, retreat and retreat and retreat. So now I decided, okay, we've got to repair these bad boys. And then I realised that there's a repair ability for these. So I popped that off. I should pop that off. No? I thought I did. Anyway, or maybe I used... Well, I've got 2... This general gives you the... Yeah, there we go. So they're repairing now. Can they fire whilst they're repairing? They can. That's great to know. That's really good to know. So, there's keeping with the same tactics. Oops, slows down a little bit. Pushing up on their tanks. You see this. I'm pushing up as well. I got my Comet on him. And I got my 2, and I have 2 Fireflies. So I'm like, okay, we've got to finish these tanks off. If we finish these tanks off, it's GG. We can push over their infantry quite easily, I think. Not sure how he died there. I didn't look like anyone hit him. We've got to get out of here, though. I know what happens. We've gone quite deep. We want to get out. Another one of them quits. So I'm like, okay, we can win this. I'm happy. We've lost the mid, but Mortar doing their job. We didn't lose either of these, and they're still repairing, which is great. So that ability, if you get a choice between this ability, it repairs nearly all of the health, and the repair your tank's ability, I'd use it on them. Because they can still fire, whereas tanks can't. And you lose all your tanks that are damaged. You have to wait to be repaired. So map's looking good. We've got top VP. We're going to get the fuel back in a second. We've just pushed them back. They do push up the mid here, it looks like. My anti-tank gun is doing its job nicely. Damages the engine. I have just repaired all my tanks. It's annoying because there's 3 tanks right there, including 2 Fireflies. That should be smashing this guy. Okay, one of the Fireflies is repaired, so he's back up. This guy's still within range just. Getting some nasty damage. Nice, they've gone. So an AT gun on this map. I don't normally go for AT emplacements, but it's really useful. That was amazingly useful. A lot of tanks up here. So I'm like, okay, let's go join the fun. Let's go join the fun. There we go. So I see that guy over there. Start firing. His M36 is doing the same. One more hit. Still not hitting. It's annoying. That was his M36 that got the kill, which is also annoying. Comet's going after this Panther. Bringing around my Fireflies, I assume. No, we're not. This guy misses so much, I swear, it's crazy. But I'm not going to risk losing. I would have lost 2 of them. I don't want to risk any more. So I move back. Okay, so this guy says, okay, GG guys, I'm not going to win with 2 CPU AI units. So I was like, okay, thanks man. GG. So we ended up winning. And we would have won that probably anyway. Because once that AT placement was in place, there was no way they were going to take the mid, I think. 1 Bofors there as well would have dealt with all the infantry, or just the 2 MGs and lots of mining, and there's no way they would have pushed up. So that was it really. GG. So I'm going to continue this series. That was the end of episode 1, or let's call it battle match, or battle 1, let's say. I'll see you next time for battle 2.